Want to know how to edit your video so you can avoid jump cut? In this video, I'm going to share with you how to do it right. Let's go! First up, what is a jump cut? Instead of me showing you the definition, how about this? We do a demonstration of a jump cut. How about that? Okay. This is an example of a jump cut. Can you see the difference? Now I'm going to give you the textbook definition. I'm going to Wikipedia and show you what is the definition of a jump cut. In Wikipedia, a jump cut is a cut in film editing, which is a single, continuous sequential shot of a subject is broken into two parts, where a piece of a footage being removed in order to render the effect of jumping forward in time. Camera position of the subject in the remaining piece of the footage of the sequence should vary only slightly in order to achieve this effect. It is a manipulation of temporal space using the duration of a single shot. Okay, the key word there is a single shot, and fracturing the duration to move the audience ahead. This kind of cut roughly communicate the passing of time as opposed to the more seamless dissolve heavily used in film predating Jean-Luc Godard reference, which made extensive use of jump cut and popularized the technique during the 1960s. So that's like 60 years ago. For this reason, jump cut are considered a violation of continuous editing, which aims to keep the appearance of continuous time and space in the story of world by de-emphasizing editing, but are sometimes less used for creative purposes. Jump cut tend to draw attention to the constructed nature of the film. More than one jump cut is sometimes used in a single sequence. Okay, so that's Wikipedia. Link down in the description below. Also to this article. Okay, if you want to read about it. The important point is that it's single camera, okay, and they change frame, okay, basically change frame during one shot, okay, to emphasize a continuous in time. Okay, that is basically definition of a jump cut. As this article suggests, it's a violation of the classical continuous editing. So how do we avoid this? Why we should avoid jump cut? Let me show you. When do we use jump cut? Okay, when to use jump cut? To show the passing of time. Instead of going through the motion like this, right? Just cut it roughly, okay, to a different stage. Same shot, same angle, but we move it to a different time. To show lack of time. So that is an effect as well. So for comedy purposes, so some people want to have a space and action, space and time difference, so they can make a comedy out of that sequence of shots. And the last one, to add a special effects to the shot. Could be very interesting how we use it with the jump cut. So use this as a creative tools, okay? Use the jump shot to create a creative tools, special effects, but don't use it too often, okay? This is more important, like how do we try to avoid it, okay? So it's a violation of good editing, okay? So how do we avoid it? The first thing we want to do is have a multiple angles. Right now I have three angles. One right there, one right in front, and one down there as well. So I have three angles. So the most use of multiple angles, that should help. The second one is what they call the 30-degree rule. Basically, your A camera, okay, that's my A camera, okay, the main camera. The B camera must be 30 degrees across to your subject. From your camera A, camera B must be 30% difference in angle, okay, so it creates different shots altogether. And I have camera C, which is a close-up of me talking, headshot, okay, with a telephoto lens. That creates different as well. So I have a three camera with different angle degree. I did not test it out perfectly the angle, but I'm just doing an estimate only, okay. Now to use this rule, basically what you do is you just step three normal steps from your main camera. Three steps to the left, 3 steps to the right. But if you're in a room, right, you can create a 45 degree. Set your stage in the main camera in the middle of the room, and you see the 45-degree angle. And from there, you just go across to the from the 45-degree angle, and you should be right. But if that is when you use a wide angle, I use this creatively. I have one 45-degree angle, and one is this one right here. The one I'm pointing right now is a telephoto, so it's close up with me. So when I do my cutting, I have more creative power, okay? So I can cut in between different shots. It's not just one camera. Third way is using time-lapse. Now, since jump cuts are used to create a passage of time, right? So we can use time-lapse. Within those 5 seconds, we can emphasize half an hour. Okay, so a sunrise, for example, or sunset, or baking. Okay, so when you have a baking a cake in your oven, right? Instead of you doing a cut, right? You can do the time lapse so you can see the sequence of the dough rising and become brown or orange. So that's how you try to avoid jump cut, by using time lapse as a creative tool as well. Also, if you just use one camera and it's shooting 4K, right? And you are delivering the end product in 1080p. This is now in 4K, but I can jump back and forth to this main camera, reframe it, okay, reframe it, zoom in close up, wide angle, close up. Since I have 4K, right, so I can zoom in within that frame, so I have more room to play with. And that if you have a 4K camera, even better nowadays, you have a 6K camera, a 8K camera. This is where you have more creative options. Jump cut, certainly you can avoid it nowadays with so many options available. Now, I use a phone right here, I use a camera, okay? But good editing, the camera does not make a difference. How to edit your video, the camera's choice has little to do with it. It's all about the story. Keep that in mind and you're good to go. Want to know how to edit on the timeline? Check this video out right here, where I show you how to do it on a timeline. How to edit on a timeline with multiple cameras. I'll see you next time with another video. Bye.